All right, I am super excited. I am here for another success call. I'm here with Zara of Captivating Courtship.com. She helps women to break their attraction patterns and intuitively court compatible partners for marriage. So super excited to speak with her today because she recently completed You've Got Clients and she has some success to share. So Zara, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Thank you, LaTisha.
All right, awesome. Well, I would love to hear first from you. So where were you before you kind of got started with You've Got Clients? What did your business look like? And kind of give us a little bit of the backstory.
Sure. So prior to starting You've Got Clients, I started You've Got Clients, I think like December 2019. So just a few months before that, I had just launched my coaching business. My background and experience was in matchmaking. So making that shift from a matchmaker to just strictly relationship coaching, it was kind of scary and I didn't really know how to set up a coaching business, how to get like there's a whole different business structure to it. It's not that much different, but it was different from what I had previously been doing. And I especially hadn't been focusing on high ticket or selling, over a few $100s for just some work. So that was like a big move for me. And I was working with people one-on-one, doing 6-week one-on-one, and I was still kind of unsure about how to get clients, what to do, like how to make things more consistent or just how to put all of this together. And I have been following LaTisha for a while on YouTube, just like binge watching YouTube videos after YouTube videos, signed up for a few of her webinars. And then when the opportunity presented itself to join You've Got Clients, and I was just like, okay, like this was, and I'm going to be honest, like for me, it was a bit of a stretch for my budget at the time because I've never invested, into a coach necessarily. I had invested into some online courses and some programs and some, templates, like some smaller things, but I never really invested into a coach. But I felt really confident because I've been following her work for quite some time, and I felt ready. I just knew that like it was time for me to do something different because I didn't want to fall into the same space that I had been in with matchmaking, with not really feeling consistent with my business.
Yeah, that makes sense. And a lot of times when clients get started with me, they say the same thing, like, it was a stretch for me. It was a stretch. So can you talk about that just a little bit? Like you knew that it was going to be a stretch for you. So what was it that made you say, this is it, like I've got to do it?
I was just at a point I felt like that I was just ready for change. Like I just like, okay, it was right before the new year. I mean, we didn't know 2020 was going to turn out how it
Right.
did, but it was right before the new year. And I just knew that I didn't want to go into 2020 the same way that I was coming out of 2019. So I was just ready to do something different, ready to leave, the years behind prior of business, which I had some success, but I'm like, this is a totally new business structure, totally new, like this is different and I need some help. So that it can be really vulnerable to ask for help and to feel exposed, and it feels a bit risky. But when you're making a calculated risk, you're like, okay, like I've watched this person several webinars, several master classes. I've been following her on YouTube, watching so many of her videos. Like I have to, at some point, you have to bet on you and just get confident to make that decision and just to go ahead and move forward. So that was the decision I made. And it was a good one. Like I don't regret at all like making that decision. I'm very happy that I made the decision to invest in You've Got Clients and work with you.
Yeah, so let's talk about that because 2020 actually did end up being a pretty good year for you as far as what you've been able
Right.
to do since then. So give us an idea of what were some of your results as a result of working with me inside of You've Got Clients?
So a few things. First of all, I just want to say that like I think LaTisha is one of the best coaches that I've worked with. I worked with several coaches, and I do think she's one of the best because she is very hands-on with her people. And I think she does a great job of making her clients feel seen and heard. And I think that's really important in a business coach so that you don't feel like you're completely on your own. So my experience with You Got Clients, just having someone to oversee some of the work that I did, having some feedback, having like a group of women also just on the calls. The calls were very hands-on, and I wanted to join the live calls. I didn't want to miss the calls. The content in the program was absolutely amazing, very step by step. So that helped me so much because I'm not good with it. I hate the tech. I hate all of the tech stuff. And with LaTisha did a great job of breaking down the tech. It helped me to get a lot more confident and clear on running ads and how to run ads. I was able to gain, I can't think of the number off the top of my head, but I know like running ads using what I learned in You Got Clients was able to significantly grow my email list and my leads. Putting together the webinar was a great way for me to have like a front-facing presentation for my program and to get people to enroll. LaTisha does a great job of teaching you how to make contact with potential clients, so that was very useful. And then I was able to enroll, I think my first round of group coaching, I was able to enroll about 3 women into like my first group coaching, which was great for me because I never done group before. And I was kind of nervous and not sure if I could, you know, how do you charge for group? Are people going to be okay with that? Especially in the relationship coaching business, you don't want to lose the intimacy of working with your clients, and you don't want them to feel as though they won't be seen or heard, or that they're uncomfortable sharing in a relationship space with other women. You know, people fear judgment and all that. So learning how to put together my program, package it, learning how to sell it to the women in my program, getting those first few clients was like, that was a really affirming feeling. And I definitely did that with the help of You Got Clients.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear that. I know that we've talked offline and you've actually continued to enroll clients in your group coaching program. So I'm very happy to hear that, because I know that sometimes the work that we do, and you've got clients, especially for newer coaches or people who are just getting started, even if you've had experience, it's kind of like that first, you know, that first success that you have. But clients often go on to continue to you know, fill their coaching programs. And I'm really excited about that. So with that said, what do you feel like the future looks like for you and for Captivating Courtship and for your business?
I just want to continue to grow. I feel very blessed that I have had some great success this year. I've just been kind of combining all these different elements, trying to still figure out, piece together. I just did a call with LaTisha recently about, okay, I need some more help, because I need to figure out how to piece this together a little bit more seamlessly. But eventually I would like to be able to have my program go on evergreen. But I know that there's like a whole bunch of systems and stuff that has to be in place in order to make that happen. So I do look forward to that in the future, but just continuing to grow my program. I don't even do one-on-one anymore at this point. At the time this recording, might change in the future, but at the time this recording, I haven't done one-on-one since I completed You've Got Clients. So I haven't done one-on-one since probably about March, which I love, because I'm an introvert, and me only having to show up like once a week for my program is like perfect. It gives me time to do all the back end stuff, the content building, you know, selling, promoting my program, other things, instead of doing a lot of one-on-one calls, which can be really draining for me. So
and have your me time.
Learning that. Yeah, I'm glad just learning that also. And You've Got Clients, how to have more like introverted systems and how to feel confident in that, so that you can put together a group and still deliver in the same capacity. So that was very helpful as well.
Perfect. Well, I'm super excited to hear that, Zara. We appreciate you sharing your experience, and we look forward to your continued success. You guys can find her at captivatingcourtship.com. And yeah, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.